So after the runaway success of the NES Classic Mini, Nintendo has finally announced the Super NES Classic Mini. What's the price of it? What games are included? And how can you get your hands on one of them? Check out the video. What up everybody, it's your boy Nautical back at it with another video. So, are you one of those individuals that never found a NES Classic? I still get phone calls to my GameStop today asking about the NES Classic. Even though it's been sold out and discontinued since the end of April, people still call looking for this system. Now, before we get into the whole best practice to find one of these units, let's talk about what Nintendo actually did here. So with the Super NES Classic Edition, it comes out on September 29th. Suggested retail price is $79.99. At this point, UK and Australia has not had pricing announced or available for it yet. I do believe September 29th is an actual worldwide release date. Not for sure, but I believe that is the case. The SNES Classic is going to come with 21 games preloaded onto the system. Like, I didn't play a ton of my Super NES when I first had it. I played a lot of the games on it, but I was really one of those very lucky individuals as a kid that I had a Genesis at the same time. So I was basically running between both systems. But if we go down the list of games that are actually available in the system, you guys can agree with me that this is a nice, basically a really nice set of games that they actually are offering with this. So Contra 3, The Alien Wars is on here. Donkey Kong Country, which everybody that I hear from says that is a really good Donkey Kong game. Earthbound. Now, the big thing with Earthbound is they've been asking Reggie on stage in every little instant that they can for them to remake this game. And now we're getting the original version of it back put into our hearts on the SNES Classic. So you also have Final Fantasy 3 on here. I wish they would have put Final Fantasy 2 on here too, but Final Fantasy 3 is definitely on here. F-Zero's on here. Kirby Superstar and Kirby Dream Land Course. I've never played either one of them. I've never really been a Kirby person, but those are there for the Kirby people. A Legend of Zelda, A Link Between Paths. That is one of the better Zelda games. I really love the way that game played. I've been playing Zelda ever since the original Zelda on the NES, and I think this is a welcome addition to see this on the actual system itself. All right, Mega Man X is next on that list. I am a huge Mega Man person. My favorite ones are Mega Man 1, 2, and 3, and Mega Man 2 by far is the best Mega Man game for me, and that's just my opinion. I know there's other people that think that some of the other ones are better, but Mega Man 2, just maybe because it was my first one that I actually played 2 before I played 1, I just love 2. 2 was awesome. Secret of Mana. Love that game being there. The biggest thing I like about that game is now the fact that this system does come with 2 controllers in the box. That may be the reason why it's $79.99 versus the $59 that the original NES Classic was at, just because of that $20 price tag just for the extra controller. But I'm glad that they added that, because Secret of Mana is a 2-player game and it does give you the ability to play it that way right out the box, so you don't have to go finding an extra controller, because a lot of people have problems finding those extra Nintendo branded controllers past launch because they were just getting bought up by scalpers everywhere. More on that in a second. So Star Fox 1, so the original Star Fox is coming on here, and the unreleased version of Star Fox 2. Now, a lot of people played this. This was available in emulators and stuff, but this game was never released to the public in any shape, form, or fashion. So basically, when you buy your Super NES Classic Edition, this is going to basically be a hard launch for Star Fox 2. So that's going to make it even more valuable to people, just because it's going to be a game that no one else has ever seen. And the only way you can get it legitly is right here on this platform. Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting Edition. This game has been put on every platform from here to platforms 20 years ago. If you want to play the better version of it, get it on the Switch, but the fact that it's here and it comes with 2 controllers, you will be able to do 2 players on it. So that's really cool. Got Super Castlevania 4, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Mario Kart, which is the original boy, Super Mario RPG, Legends of the Seven Stars, Super Mario World, Super Metroid, and the Metroid love keeps going because they announced 2 Metro games, one for the 3DS, one for the Switch, and we're riding the Metro high right now, so Super Metroid, that's going to be awesome to play. Super Punch-Out, definitely nice to see that, and Yoshi's Island. So that is a really nice slate of games that Nintendo has put together here. So my thoughts, I think this is definitely something that was a long time coming. It was kind of being rumored a while ago when they actually were getting ready to shut down production on the NES Classic. It was being rumored that this system is the reason they're doing it, and Nintendo actually said that they had no plans for that to be a long-term system. It just sold like wildfire, and they did promise that this system, the Super NES Classic, will be readily more available. They're going to put more manufacturing behind this system because of how many people didn't get the NES Classic. So you might have a better chance at this one. So how are you going to get your hands on one of these systems? Well, I'm going to talk to you as a store manager at this point. When I first walked into my store on the day that the NES Classic was released, there was 40 people outside my door. My store only had a total of 12 NES Classics. So already when I first got there, I already noticed that I wasn't going to have enough to cover everybody that was at my door. Now, the best thing you can do right now is plan ahead, because on September 29th, the world's going to be on fire. There isn't any retailer you can go to that will sell these things and there not be a line. So you need to plan ahead. You need to make sure you're out there as early as possible. Find out if your local GameStop, find out if your local Best Buy or Target or Walmart or anything like that are allowing people to camp out. Now, I know you don't want to hear the word camp out, and I know you don't, a lot of people haven't done that in years, and you find it stupid to try to find one of these systems by having to camp out. But the fact that there, to this day, are still NES Classics going for 3 to 4 times the amount on eBay right now will let you know that this is going to happen all over again with the Super NES Classic. The fact that they're releasing Star Fox 2 in this as the only way you can legally get this game without doing it ROM-based is going to drive the price up even more. Do yourself a favor, get some friends together, and hit as many stores as you can across a wide area. If you got 5 friends, it sucks to be at a store by yourself for 6, 7, up to 12 hours waiting for something like this. But if you really want it, that might be the road you have to take to get one. And I honestly believe day one is the only day a lot of people are going to get a really good shot at this. Now, some stores are going to do call lists and they'll call you and let you know that, hey, we got NES Classics in, but don't put any faith into that. My store did a call list and we had over 100 people on that list. And the fact that we only see probably a total of 15 NES Classics coming to our store after the initial run of it lets you know that you might be waiting for a long time if you get on some type of call list. You'll have people that might put some to the side for some friends when they finally get them. You just don't want to, lend yourself to just the chance of getting it. What I'm telling you is a guaranteed chance for you to get one, and you just have to go through with it. Get yourself together, get some friends, get yourself a blanket because it will be September at that time, and just camp out. Go to the GameStop that you're most comfortable with and just do what you need to do to get one of these things, because I suspect that if NES Classics are going for $250, $300, I guarantee you the SNES is going to go for more than that. And you don't want to be the person stuck at Christmas trying to get a gift for somebody that really wants it and having to pay way more than market value for a system that if you just took the time to stand outside and get it, you'll get one. And the last thing that I wanted to share with you is when you find a place that you want to camp out at, call the store, find out how many they have. A lot of stores are going to put a sign on their door probably the day before or a couple days before to let guests know exactly what the number of systems they're going to have, and find out if they're allowing people to buy more than one. If people are allowed to buy more than one, you do not want to go to that place, because there's a chance that you could be number 3 in line and the person that's number 1 and number 2 might be splitting and they might buy all the systems in front of you, and you definitely don't want to be that person that misses out just because they're allowing people to buy multiples. Go to a place that's only allowing one per family. You can get that information by just calling your different stores, and they should be able to willingly give you that information. Also, find out how many they have in stock. The closer you get to launch, that information should become readily available because most stores get items like this 3 to 4 days in advance. I just want to say thank you for watching this video, and let's talk in the comment section. Are you one of the people that finally found an NES Classic? Do you plan on getting a SNES Classic? Are you going to camp outside for it, or do you have other means of finding yourself one? Leave some type of comments down in the comment section so we can all share in each other's stories and help each other find these when they finally do release on September 29th. And as always, make sure you like this video if you liked it, sub to the channel if you haven't. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.